Phoenix, that's opposite, isn't it? Liverpool's season, Liverpool's European season has that quality about it right now. It's obviously a pleasure to be here, because the reason why it's a pleasure to be here is Liverpool deserve to win. When we played Newcastle deserved to lose. Whether or not Liverpool deserved to win was up in the air. Late winners in both games, but Liverpool deserved to win here, Neil. They should have gone in 3-1, I felt, at half-time. The Ajax goal was a really well-worked move. I'm going to say, sometimes if you keep conceding a goal in the same way, people will go with the same issue again. I just thought Ajax played really well for that goal, and it's a really good finish and all that. But we should have gone in 3-1. We were much better than the first half, and over the course of the 90 minutes, Liverpool genuinely play well and genuinely deserve to win the game.
Yeah, given the calibre of opposition, it's the best performance of the season. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And like you say, we could have potentially scored 3 or 4 goals ourselves in the first half. I felt like tonight we deserved the victory, and even with 5-10 minutes to go, we felt like we were going to nick something because they were creaking. We were making them creak, we were making them strain. Their goal it's a hell of a finish.
Yeah, it really is.
A hell of a finish. It's a really good ball in the build-up, and then I think maybe Matip's positioning could be better. Virgil's got a lot on his hands. Yeah. When I first saw it, I thought perhaps he should be tighter, but there's 2 men in front of him. Yeah. And then it's just a wonderful goal, really. So, you sum up that, but the way we responded, I just felt we set the tone early on with Jota, with the pressing. Our shape looked so much better. Who'd have thought introducing a world-class midfielder would certainly help. Thiago was superb. Salah was more involved in the first 20 minutes. He was making darting runs in field. He was linking up. For me, it was just everything was back to something resembling the Liverpool that we're used to.
For 45 minutes, I thought Diogo Jota was absolutely brilliant. It's fair to say he ran out of gas a little bit in the second half. He's not had a lot of football. He's not had a pre-season. But for 45 minutes, I thought his movement was incredible. But what I thought was really interesting was Liverpool did not press relentlessly. What they did was they went, now we go. And then they went en masse. And it felt to me like Jota was the trigger for that. When Jota went, everyone went. And I thought that made such a difference because we didn't get sucked in. We weren't doing daft stuff. What we did instead was the right thing for most of the first half. I thought we nailed it.
I think a lot of that comes down to how you approach a game. Because if you approach it in the right way and you're not panicking, it's quite a mature performance, isn't it? As opposed to it being like, right, we're up against it here, as we've seen in the Premier League so far this season. As soon as something goes wrong, or first of all, we didn't concede first for the first time in, I think, 8 games. That makes a massive, massive difference.
For the whole of my adult life.
It certainly feels that way at this point. But that makes a huge difference because you're not chasing the game and you're not just, as you said, it's just not chaos. It's mature, it's grown up. I thought Diaz was fantastic as well in the first half. Yeah. The two of them, him and Jota on that side, and then the link-up play on the other side I thought was fantastic. With Salah, I thought Harvey Elliott put in a real shift as well first half. I didn't think he was brilliant, but I thought he did really well. And Tsimikas, for me, I mean, just a really incredible performance from him tonight. I thought he was fantastic. I thought the changes, him and Thiago coming on, starting the game, just made a massive, massive difference.
You could see, I thought, with Tsimikas, he doesn't get many 90s, he doesn't get many starts, but when he does start, he doesn't get many 90s. And I thought there was a real thing with him all the way through the game. There's a point just when we're 2-1 up, and he just deals with something, and Virgil's all over him. Virgil's saying to him, "You've done brilliantly there." It felt to me like he was so emotionally invested in the fact that we're winning this. We are winning this all the way through. And I also thought his set piece delivery was really good. We scored eventually from the corner, James, but we could have another 3 or 4 from corners all the way through the game. I thought Trent's delivery was good as well. I thought both of them were finding the big men, and it was just that the big men just weren't quite finishing them until the last one.
Yeah, I thought it was a real battle tonight as well, in parts as well. I thought Tsimikas had a real duel going on with whoever there.
Tadic, yeah.
That's the fella. He's a nasty little twat, isn't he? Goodness me.
He's bigger than he when he played for Southampton. He loves backing in, doesn't he? He loves backing in.
Really
like Kev Davis.
That's lovely. But yeah, there was a real battle going on there. And actually, there's a point, I think, in the second half when he makes a tackle. Thiago grabs him and starts screaming in his face. I mean, it was quite a sight to behold. Yeah. But that's how much something like this means. And you saw at the end as well. When Matip's goal goes in. A lot of the players turning to the crowd and going, "Come on, let's create something here. We need you as much as you need us right now."
The teamwork as well was obvious that you're talking about there for me. The teamwork where they were backing each other up.
Yeah, much more of that.
Yeah, much cajoling each other, celebrating
for each other.
There was a little scrappy thing on about 75 in the middle of the pitch where Firmino has a bad touch, half loses it, ends up on the deck, back. There's 3 of theirs, there's 3 of ours. They're all scrapping for it. And I think Fabinho in the end carries the ball away, and he's covered 15 yards to come and be part of this. I thought all game, I thought they backed each other up really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was all right to take a back touch because your mate was going to dig you out, and that kept happening over and over again. I thought that was so different.
And that couldn't have been more absent, could it? In Napoli, it was the thing we were all bemoaning. Absolutely. And Matip at the back as well made a huge impact, I think. For such an ungainly footballer, he isn't half brilliant. Like, the way he carries the ball out of defence, we always talk about the way he can jink past a man and things open up for him all of a sudden. But also the zip he puts on his passes. When he sends it out to the wing, he really does pass it with intensity as well.